So, a spaceship, as we know, that is circulating on the internet, this similarity to my photo I found very enticing. And look to the right of the ship, or the supposed ark or object. Look at the other dome light that's there, or ship or object. Beautiful, colorful too, and lit up. It's not something that's not lit. The light was actually lit at the moment I took the photo. And you could see the similarities of the ship that's on the internet with the one on the left, the crater marks, my goodness, the lines, the colors. It's very interesting. I just wanted to show it. I'll be making a video on it. But top left, zooming into this beautiful crater, the north side of the moon, back side always on the outer limits of the moon. We will zoom in now to the top of that crater as it's leaving the focus in the top left corner right now. Look at the beautiful, beautiful surface at the same time. Incredible. Here is the crater, guys. Now, notice the light that is over the white area. All the white areas have the lights like this. It's a lit light. It's emanating, it's vibrating, it's hovering, it's shaking. Um, it's just very intriguing and interesting to see this on top of a crater. I mean, it's not a crater. It's on the crater's edge, if you want, right? But this really is not a crater. And there are little structures all around the bottom of it. I'm actually starting to clarify this, guys. It's a pretty amazing photo. It will be up soon. Moving right along, guys. Sinus Iridum, the apple bite that you see in the middle of the photo as we're zooming up. The round check, the loop, the little bite. At the back, there is a crater that you see there. We'll zoom up now on the crater. Top, you see the dark of the crater. It's not a crater. Let's go see the crater up close. To the right also of the crater, you can see structures there. There's the crater. Inside the crater is massive structures. I've clarified that in another video. Look at the bottom structures there. It's like thin water slide strips that they overlay. Bottom left, the left corner of Sinus Iridum. And I want you to compare this photo with a view of Sinus Iridum. Everybody, it's flawless. It's really Sinus Iridum. I didn't change it at all. So you will see by zooming out or by comparing it beside Sinus Iridum at the same size, it is actually Sinus Iridum. I haven't made this up. Because when you're zooming up on the craters, this is what they are, most of them. They're not craters. They have structures inside of them. Here, a magnificent center. You see all the structures around them, platforms, I bet you even spaceships there that we're not even recognizing. Why? Because no one's looking for them. You got to think out of the box on this. We got to stop looking for symmetrical ships and symmetrical buildings. I mean, the spaceships look like asteroids, okay? We got to think out of the box. Without thinking every rock's a spaceship, okay? It doesn't mean that they are spaceships. That's why I don't rule anything out. I'm not going to rule out that it could be nothing, but it could be something. There are ways to show you the structures properly. Looking at them this way, we don't see them very well. And where the heck are all these structures behind Plato Crater? Did they up and leave? Why do they appear and disappear and only the white ones on the left remain? Keep watching. Look at the structures appear. They're buildings. Most of them are on the surface. And looking overhead, the emanating light is leaving us believing it's just white mountains reflected by the sun. And how about those triangles, right? Shadows, eh? They're not triangular shadows. They're triangular structures, objects, either ships. Look on the left of the dark object. You see a white mountain in the center, and to the left, a blue dome. Right there. Round, symmetrical, and right beside Plato Crater. And in my video of Plato Crater, I got the structures that are inside of Plato Crater, many installations. And so, yeah, as we're zooming up here, see the blue dome? It's on the left there. It's just off of the center. Here's zoomed out even further. Guys, look, they're not craters. Montes Apenninus, bottom right, you see the mountain range coming down to the crater with the triangular structure I found right in the crater at the bottom of Montes Apenninus. A tunnel structure at the bottom of Sinus Iridum, Sinus Iridum, there's no mountains. The back north side of the moon. This, whatever it may be, let me tell you, when I saw it, I knew right then and there that the moon was or is inhabited. Why? Because we're looking at a geometrical shape, structure that's built, okay? And it's going not into the ground, it's actually a cover that's covering this object, and more objects around all over that I've showed in many videos. More proof, guys. No, I wasn't supposed to go back to the spaceship. It's just so intriguing. And a couple of people asked me uh, to do a video, but I want to zoom in. So let's try it. I found that other photo. It's the same shot, but a bit clearer. Hopefully we can get in enough to see the surface of this object. It's fascinating. The worst of it, guys, all these bumps on the surface here, these are structures, and people are thinking they're pixels. All these holes, there's holes in the surface of the area of the moon here, all around this crater and this beautiful object here, which we're going to assume that it could possibly be a spaceship, right? We're hoping, right? Wouldn't it be amazing? And I don't know if it's like writing, but there are lines on it. It's freaking me out. And there are crater marks here. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know if they're craters. I don't know if they're crater marks. I think someone's living in it. You know? It just basically looks like everything that's on the surface has now overrun it. Structures over it. Maybe it's part of the city now. The size it is, it most definitely was not moved and would have remained there. And see these black spots? You can see on the craft or the object right here the apparent opening, and the massive crater mark. There's a double crater mark there, boom boom, if it's a crater. But there's symmetrical markings on the front of it, very symmetrical. I will try to get in a bit on this photo, but yeah, she's a beauty, whatever it may be. It's a different material as compared to the rest, and it's very colorful. It's literally, you know what it looks like? It looks like a piece of metal that was heated up and stuck into water, and you have all these rainbow colors on it from heating up, from the heat, excessive heat. Maybe an asteroid would be that color, I think, finding it. Getting it not too bad there. Trying to get you guys a nice view. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful find, whatever it may be. Like I said, guys, I would never have mentioned the spaceship if I would not have seen the photo of the spaceship. And it's pretty incredible. It even has the same structures as in the photo as on the internet. All those tunnel structures around it, just like on the net. Same colors. With the tinted glass I can get in a little bit. Isn't that just absolutely amazing, seeing this object and seeing the markings on it, those whole like crater like, but at the front there's geometrical spherical shapes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they go around and around, and just at the sort of the point. It looks like it's been in the water for a long time. A crossbreed between an insect and a human. They live in holes like insects, yet they're advanced in their technology, flying, etc. They seem to use their technology for things other than our needs. We're always focusing on and looking for things on the moon with our needs. Gotta think out of the box. And it's really interesting thinking that they're living like insects, but they have the technology is twice, maybe 10 times as advanced as us. And what are they doing with it? Yes, this is the surface of the moon. Again, the greenery is a city just like here. Geometrical areas. Just to say that we can't see if there's streets or not, we're not low enough yet. There's a haze. We can't deny that there is a haze. You can't imagine how far this is on the surface and how small it is, even from a telescope's view. I first see this from afar, and I say to myself, why, these are installations. But when I zoomed up and I understood the seriousness of these installations, that they weren't pixels, to my astonishment, I knew there was something going on up there. So we zoom in now on this complex. Staggering. I've been watching every connection where they lead to, and they lead to places, obviously. I'll just follow those lines. Guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Many channels are trying to get the word out there in the world, and I'm going to try to do the same. Why? Because I have some proof. Look at the light sources here on the beautiful moon in the center. Boom, boom, boom. All coming down here. All these light sources. Guys, the moon is alive. Lots more coming. I'm working on a lot. Thanks a lot. Have a great evening.